Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and welcome if you are new here. Today I have a tutorial for you. Yesterday I shared this pocket on my Instagram story and I had lots of requests on a tutorial on how I did this. This is done with a laminator, so you will need a laminator to do this, and you will need to be able to sew. I'm sure there's maybe some other way that you could possibly turn this into a pocket without sewing, but I don't know. I haven't tried to think of how you could do it, but here is how it is. I added a snap and turned this into a nice sturdy pocket using just these plastic treat bags. These are thin plastic. I have not tested it on like Dollar Tree, but I wanted to know because, you know, heat, plastic, not necessarily a good combination. But as you can see, it turned out just fine with this one. I will test a Dollar Tree one. So we can kind of see how Dollar Tree goes. I don't have much, but we are going to test it. The way I know that it fused is I had scrap pieces and I was really like bending them around, and I actually peeled the two parts apart just so I could see, and it was completely fused to part of it. So I even like fussy cut out some of the little images. Like, how cute. You could definitely like punch a little hole and dangle these or something. I just wanted to test that out. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I am using the Scotch thermal laminating pouches. Mine is like a hot laminator, of course. And these are the 3 mil. So that is what we're using. And then here is the treat bag. These are the ones that have the gusset on them, and the pattern does wrap around. So I'm gonna start by sharing what I did to flatten this out. I can't cut a straight line with scissors to save my life, so I just cut off the bottom of this, and I go very carefully so it doesn't bunch up when I'm trimming. So there we go. And then we are going to open this up a little bit. So I think the last one, I think I cut down one of these sides. We're going to cut down this side where the image kind of separates. And I am going to use my scissors for this. It's okay if it's not super perfect. Like I said, it does fuse to the laminating pocket because it is plastic, but I'm just going to try to go as straight as I can. I am a very shaky person, so yeah, that's just an unfortunate thing I have to deal with. Probably my medication, who knows. Anyways, there we go. So now we got this whole large image. I definitely think you could use this as like an acetate if you wanted to make it bigger and not turn it into a pocket. You could just turn it into a sheet of acetate. But then I just use my paper trimmer again, and I don't know why I tried so hard to anyways, we're gonna just go on that other gusset where it folded on the opposite side, and I'm just gonna cut straight down that fold line. So we get 2 equal sides. Just trying to line it up as best as I can. Doesn't have to be perfect because we can trim, but there we go. We got our 2 pieces now. And what I did previously is I did cut one of these down I made it a 6-inch top to bottom. I don't know what this is in width. They probably vary. Let's see. It's about just over 6 inches. I'd say we're close to like 6 1/4, or no, 6 1/8. So anyways, for this one, I did cut it to be the same size. You can, you know, adjust depending on what size you need. This is a very straightforward, there went my cutting board. Straightforward process. So we're gonna take our laminating pouch here. Why has it got fur on it? There we go. We got our laminating pouch, and I'm just going to, I don't think I can fit 2 in here at once. I didn't even try that. No. So we will need 2 laminating pockets for this. But, you know, I just stick it close to the top, and once it's in there, it kind of flattens it out. But I just kind of try to make sure there's no wrinkles in there. Get it as flat as possible. I think that's as good as it's gonna get for this tutorial. I don't want to take too much time and make it a long tutorial, but let me move some stuff, get my laminator here in shot. Okay, so we're just going to laminate as usual, and I didn't get it lined up nicely. I will come back when it's done. Okay, so I got it laminated, and this is what it looks like one time through. There is some bubbles. I don't know what I did to make bubbles. My first time around, the first pocket did not get bubbles. This one, I don't know. Anyways, I notice when I do this, maybe it's just the Walmart brand, but it does get ripply like this, so I just run it through a second time to help flatten it out a little more. So I will come back. Okay, I went ahead and got both of them laminated so we can move on to the next step. So I'm just gonna trim these down to how I want them. So this first one, if you want to make the exact same one that I did, I just trim off the edges, get rid of that excess. You don't have to worry about being too close to the edge, as I said before. So there is the first, oh, nope, I need to get the top too. So let's get that. All right, so there is the first piece, and then I will trim down the second one. Super quick and easy. If you have not invested in a laminator, I definitely recommend it. Everybody's doing the napkins, and I just wanted to find a way to use these cute treat bags to make them more durable and reusable, because they're just too cute. But I do realize I need to stop skipping out on not purchasing the Dollar Tree ones, because I have not picked any up in years, and that's kind of sad. So now we have our 2 pieces. So like, if we want to do just like this one, what I did here is I took one of them, and this one will be trimmed down to 6 inches. So basically you're making like a 6 by 6 inch pocket, and then you have this piece, and as you see, it does not separate. I can wobble it, wiggle it, it's not going to come apart. You really had, when I did my little test piece, I really had to put some effort into keeping it from coming apart. Now I do think on this one I did trim it down, but we'll see. I'm not going to do the stitching here on camera. I think that's pretty straightforward, and the snap as well. This is all kind of customizable at this point, but one thing I struggled with was deciding if I was going to do this black one so the pattern went upside down, and I did, so that when it folds over, it's just like this. So you can decide how long you want the pocket, where you want the snap, all of that. But yeah, like I said, I think this is a 6 by 6 inch square. And then so we'll just pretend this is all stitched around, okay? And then you could use your scoreboard, or you can just fold it over to, you're gonna have to really press it in. You could use Velcro attacher. I used a snap because I just like the snaps. I just think it's cute. But yeah, we'll pretend it's stitched, so now we have this. This one I did mess up on because it was my tester, so that's why it's got this angle. You don't have to do that, but that's kind of how it looks. If you want to take note, I just went with a simple stitch all around the edges. One other thing is because the corners do get, you know, pokey on laminated projects, I use this corner rounder. I use just the smallest corner on here, just to give it a little like blunt edge so it's not pokey. Since these ones are a wonky edge, I just cut a little bit around the edge, but that just kind of reduces that pokey part of it, and that is how you have your pocket. And it's just so cute and so easy. But before I end this tutorial, that is everything that I'm going to teach about this pocket. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'll try to answer any questions you might have about this. This I just got from Amazon, nothing fancy. But I do find that that's corner puncher, like one of those more heavy duty ones, go through the lamination better. So anyways, I am going to test running through one of these Dollar Tree bags. I'm going to do the same thing, just cutting off the sides, and run this through with a pocket. And then I do have another thing that I'm going to test, and that is this tissue paper. Mine's crinkled because I'm recycling, but this is that like iridescent, like plasticky material of a tissue paper. I'm gonna test and see how both of these run, and I will be right back. Okay, I went ahead, I ran both of these through twice, and it came out just fine, just as good as the other bags. Now, I don't know how I managed to get ripples in here, but I tried to smooth it out before running it through, but you know, stuff happens. But super cute, I love this. And then here is how the tissue paper came out. Now, this was crinkled, of course, but it did, you know, flatten it out. But you can see where the crease was, where it was folded. So if that bothers you, just keep that in mind. But how fun is this? I just love all the options that you can do with a laminator. So definitely, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below and I will answer. Also, if anybody has an idea on how we can make these pockets without sewing, because I know not everybody does, please let us know if you have an idea of what you could do without sewing. But that is all I have to share with you today. I hope this tutorial is helpful, but that is all. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting.